Well, hi there, computer scholars. Nice to see you again. Today we're going to do the Word in Practice Chapter 4 guided project. So it's Chapter 4, so it's a little longer. It's 10 steps, but it goes pretty quickly. I'm sharing my screen now. I've got two monitors. If you don't have two monitors, I strongly recommend that you print out the instructions so that you can check through one by one. If you're fortunate enough to have two monitors, then you can have the instructions on one and then the projects on the other. So I've already downloaded the two files, the start file and the resource file, and I saved them to my desktop. You can see them over here. So I'm going to double click and open the Word file. This is the start file and enable the editing. I'll make it a little bigger and enlarge it a little so you can see it better. Okay, now if you scroll down, you'll see what we're going to do today is we're going to basically we're going to work with word art. We're going to do table styles, show how you can convert text into a table, and we'll use smart art and we'll manipulate each of those and make them the way, it would look pretty. Okay, so step one, we've already completed that. Opened the Heart file and enabled the editing. It's automatically got my name in it, but if you wish to rename it, you can, but you don't need to for me, that's for sure. Okay, that brings us down to step three. It says insert word art as the title of the document and modify the word art. Okay, so the first thing we do is select the title. It's American River Cycling Club, and it says include the paragraph mark. That's this right here. If you're not sure, you can just click the select the hide and show paragraph marks, but I obviously have it there. Now it says click the word art button. That's over in the insert tab under word art. Insert word art. Here it is. And then it says select the third option in the first row. And that's this fill red accent color 2, outline red accent color 2 button. And as you can see, it makes our title look that much prettier. Now it says change the shape width to 6.5. So the width is right up here. And we'll change that to 6.5. And then click the position button. Position button is right here. And where are we? And click the more layout options under position. Then it says change the alignment in the horizontal area to centered relative to margin. So in the horizontal area, alignment centered relative to margin. Okay, that's step 3F. Step 3G is change absolute position in the vertical area to 0.2 below page. So absolute position to 0.2 below the page. Okay, now click OK. And that looks about right. Now we're going to add some text effects. So we'll go make sure we have the shape format tab selected. And the text effects are, go text effects right here. And then they want us to choose reflection. It's here. And then take the first option in the first row, that's tight reflection touching. And so that's this one. Clicking it, and you see I have a reflection of that American River Cycling Club up tight to the original text. Okay, so that's step 3 complete. Now we're going to go to step 4. We're going to convert a text into a table and then format the table. So go to the bottom and it says select all this tab data, this stuff with age, and it says include the last paragraph mark. So once again, it can verify that I have it by using the paragraph mark hide show hide, whatever it is. Now we're going to click the table button and then convert text to table. So that's on the insert tab, the table button, convert text to table. Okay, now it says click the auto fit to content. That's this radio button right here. And then click OK. And as you see, this text is now a table, but it looks kind of goofy, so we'll fix that. So we'll click the table design tab. It's already selected because we've got the table selected. Check the header row and banded rows, make sure those are selected, and then deselect. I've got first column, so deselect those. So I just have those two selected. Now it says click the More button under Table Styles in the Table Styles gallery. So here's the Table Styles gallery, and they want us to select Grid Table 4 Accent 2. So it's under Grid Tables. Table 4 Accent 2 is this one. It's like got a dark red band over the red and pink, so we'll select that one. Okay, now it looks a little better, but it's still kind of wide for what we have, so we're going to fix that. It says position the insertion point before the zone. So I'm going to put my insertion point there, press backspace, and then press enter. Notice how that narrows the column. We'll do the same thing with heart. So I'll position my insertion point in front of heart, press backspace, and press enter. And we'll do the same thing. And now you can see that it's a much better looking chart. So that's step 4J complete. So we'll move on to step 5. Adjust the size and alignment of this table. Okay, so first use the table selector handle. That's this right here. Click on it to select the whole table, the entire table. Now it says click the Align Center button. So that's on the table layout, the alignment group, and I'll go Align Center. There you go. Click on that, and that centered everything within the table. Okay, now we'll go to the Properties button in the table group. So once again, table layouts, table group, and the Properties button. And now it says click the Table tab. So we're going to make sure that's selected. Click the center in the alignment area, and this will align it to the page. So I'll center that. And click OK, and notice that it aligns it to the page. Okay, now we'll do the Cell Margins button. So that's over here, Cell Margins. I'll click on that, and then they want the top, let's see, what's it say? Top and bottom cell margins to 0.03. So top to 0.03, bottom to 0.03. And then the left and right to 0.1. And click OK, and that should make it a little bit bigger, aligning it closer to the margins. All right, that's it for aligning the table. Now we're going to put in a SmartArt graphic. SmartArts are nice things to use to make your documents look a little better. So we're going to place the insertion point at the end of the second paragraph, for example, right here at 40 rules. So put my insertion point right there. Now we're going to click the SmartArts button. That's in the Insert Illustrations, and there's SmartArt. And it says the one you want to use is a process SmartArt, and they want this continuous block process. So I'll select that one and click OK. Now you see I have this SmartArt right there. Okay, so now we'll click the first text placeholder, and I'm going to put in 220, whoops, 220 space minus. Go to the next text and click your space age, both capitalized, space equals. We'll go to the third one and then type predicted maximum heart rate. Okay, and make sure all those are capitalized. Double check, make sure you spelled it correctly. Okay, so this is the SmartArt, and it appears to be normal. Now it says click the outside of the SmartArt to select the whole thing. Okay, I'm on step 7. And then change the shape height to 1.5. I'll just type 1.5 in the height. And then the width, we're going to make, what's it say, 2.6. Okay, so made it more reasonably sized. Okay, now we're going to do the wrap text. That's under the arrange group, wrap text. And we'll click square. Notice that the text now wraps around the object as a square. Now we'll click the position button right here. And they'll say more layout options. And the reason they're doing this is just show you all the different options you have here. And then we'll change the absolute position on the horizontal to 4.5 to the right of margin. So 4.5 to the right of the margin. And then the absolute position in the vertical area to 0.4 below the margin. Click OK. And that slapped it over to the right. Okay, now I've already have it selected. Now they want us to select Intense Effect from the SmartArt Styles group. So that's under the SmartArt Design tab, the SmartArt Styles, and Intense is Simple Fill, Intense Effect. There it is, that one up there. See, it kind of beveled these, made it pop out a little bit. Okay, click on the edge of this 220 and bold the text. 220 is now bold. Do the same with the year age and the same with predicted maximum heart rate. Okay, I've already got that predicted maximum heart rate selected. So now I'll click on the SmartArt Format tab right here, and then click the Shape Fill button. So the Shape Fill right here, and they want it to be the 6th one to the right. That's red accent 2. Okay, so now you have blue, blue, and then the heart rate is red. Okay, that brings us down to step number 8. Okay, now we're going to insert a picture and position the graphic. And remember, you downloaded the resource picture already, so that's what we're going to do now. So it says place your insertion point at the end of the second session, target heart rate. Okay, so I set it right there. So on the Insert tab, we're going to insert a picture from this device. I saved it to my desktop. There it is, the heart rate PNG insert. And so you see now I've inserted this picture right there, but it looks a little big and blocky. I'm sure we're going to fix that. So first we're going to change the height of the picture to 1 inch. So I'm going up to the size tab, change that to 1, and notice this automatically changes to 1.33. We're going to do the wrap text. That's the picture format tab. And wrap text is right here. And instead of doing, we did square before, this time we're doing tight, which just puts it kind of in the middle, but the text is right up next to it. Now it says click the align button in the arrange group, align, and they want us to align it to the right. So it's over on the right. Okay, that brings us down to step 9. Now we're going to format that picture and insert a caption. So we select the picture, it's already selected. Click the More button in the Picture Styles group, right there. And now it says select the bevel. Bevel is this one, bevel rectangle. Which one do they want? Bevel rectangle. Okay, bevel rectangle. Select that one. And you see it kind of rounds the edges like that, make it beveled. Now we're going to right click on it and insert a caption. Click OK. And then get rid of this figure 1 and type know your target heart rate as the caption. And now select that text. Make sure you capitalize no, and there is no period at the end of it. So now we're going to go to the Shape Format tab, and we're going to format that caption text. So we're going to go to Text Fill, and they want us to use the red one. Once again, first row 6 to the right, red accent 2. And you can see it made the text color red. Now we're going to change the height caption to 0.2. And the width to 1.5. So it fits nicely under the image there. Okay, now I'm going to hit the Control key and select the picture. So I've got both of them selected. Now I'm going to go to the alignment group, and that's in the picture format tab. The alignment group is, let's see, I'm sorry, the align button, the arrange group. So the align button, and I'm going to align center. So this puts the picture directly over the caption. Now I'm going to group them. So now this is just one object there. Okay, step 10, the final step. Okay, select the border of the Smart Art and select the entire Smart Art graphic. Okay, this is the Smart Art right here. And I've selected the whole thing. And now it says right click on it, and we're going to insert some alt text. We did this on a previous Word. So you just right click, oops, make sure you get the right one. View alt text, and then we're going to put graphic predicted maximum heart rate. No period. Graphics capitalized, nothing else is. We're going to do the same for the picture. Going to right click on that one, and we're going to put in the alt text picture of a heart. And then we're going to right click on the right click there and the alt text, and we're going to type American River Cycling Club word art, lowercase type. Double check your spelling. Looks like American River Cycling Club is all capitalized. Word and the W and A and art and word art are capitalized. Okay, so I think I've got all my alt text created. And that should be it. Can take one more look. Looks pretty good. All right, save and close. So file, save, close it. And the next step is, of course, upload the project. So I'll drag this one over here. So you can see that I'm going to drag this to the upload file. And I'll go ahead and submit. It's complete, so I'm ready. And now it's just doing its magic. All right. So we were able to earn 100% on this in project uh, guided number 4. Now, let me just show you something. Notice I'm going to slide this over. Notice on the right, this is not the file I submitted, but it is a representation of it. This is what it's supposed to look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my file again. Now, if I had made a mistake, make this a little bit smaller, bring it down to 100%. Now, say I'd lost a couple of points and I wanted to get 100%. What I can always do is bring this file up and take a look at the file on the right, compare it to the file I submitted, and just make sure it looks correct. And it's an easy way to see if you've made, where the mistakes that you made are, what it took points off for, so you can resubmit it and get 100%. Just make the changes, save those changes, and then resubmit it. Remember, I gave you like 10, but really it's unlimited. Just let me know if you need more submission attempts, because I want you to ace this assignment. That's about all I got for you. I hope this one worked for you, and well, take good care.